Welcome back to Canon Chaos, the only show where your health plan has a dark side, and it's just the paperwork. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, Darth Vader walked into a room expecting orders. What he got was a financial reckoning. The Emperor is seated at a long obsidian table, alone, hunched over a stack of data pads in grim silence. Vader enters, boots echoing like punctuation marks. "Master, you summoned me." "Yes. Sit, Lord Vader. There is a matter we must discuss." "You know I cannot sit." "Ah, yes, of course." He waves a hand and the doors creak open. Enter a woman, short, tightly wound, smiling in that way that makes you wish you weren't alive. She's wearing a pastel pink uniform, jarringly cheerful in a room full of murder. Think if bureaucratic condescension became a person and bought a sweater set. "Lord Vader, I'm so glad you could make time in your busy, galaxy-crushing schedule." "Who are you?" "I'm with Imperial Human Resources." Vader raises his hand. The Force begins to hum. "Vader, let her speak." Vader lowers his arm, slowly. She's already pulling out a thick folder labeled Skywalker, Anakin, Retired, and flipping to a page covered in bold red text. "We've done a full audit of your employment status and discovered, well, a bit of an irregularity." She clears her throat in the most passive-aggressive tone imaginable. "You are not Anakin Skywalker, correct?" "Skywalker is dead." "Exactly. Thank you for confirming." She slaps the datapad onto the table like it's a legal trap. "As you are not Anakin Skywalker, and as you have never completed onboarding as this Darth Vader under the Imperial Employment Registry, you were not technically employed at the time of your injuries." "She means the lava." "Yes, the extreme trauma." She flips another page. "Since you were not listed on any official payroll at the time of your medical reconstruction, your treatment at the Chancellor Palpatine Surgical Reconstruction Center was out of network." Vader's respirator hisses. Slower now. "You, Lord Vader, are not an employee. You are considered an independent contractor, and therefore you are responsible for your own medical expenses." Silence. It takes him a moment to process. Not because he's slow, because this is too stupid to be real. The woman just smiles. "We've itemized the charges for you. Page 17. There's a discount if you opt out of pain management. Consider this one of your many trials. I gave you everything, and I gave you legs." And just like that, the galaxy's most feared warrior became the galaxy's most aggressively built. He wasn't a knight. He wasn't a lord. He was a line item in galactic insurance fraud. You ever get news so bad your breathing changes pitch? Because Vader doesn't speak. He doesn't move. He just stands there, respirator clicking slightly louder, like even the machine is uncomfortable. This is impossible. Oh no, it's very common. Happens all the time when identities are, shall we say, reborn in fire. She places a small plastic pouch on the table. Inside are 5 flimsy cards labeled Denied Claim Notification, Rebuild Unit 4B, Torso. Out of Network Alert, Respiratory Enhancer. Not covered, Helmet, Cosmetic Designation. Rejected, Emergency Transport for Mustafar. Final Notice, Immobilization Table Rental. She smiles like she's handing him candy. We tried to reach you for a follow-up, but you don't seem to have a listed mailing address. Or a pulse. I did tell you to update your profile. He'd survived war, fire, betrayal, and now billing codes. The worst part? This wasn't a trap. It wasn't sabotage. It wasn't even personal. It was paperwork. Under Section 7.2 of the Empire's External Agent Framework, subsection F, Force Wielders and Freelancers, you fall under the category of unauthorized organic enhancement, meaning, she leans in, gleeful, you owe the Empire everything. She hands him a final page. It's titled, Balance Due, 3,124,882.65 credits, plus interest. We accept payment plans. And that's when it hits him. Not just the debt, the truth. He's not a lord. He's not a right hand. He's a liability. A freelancer with a breathing fee. And the Empire? It doesn't care if he bleeds, as long as he pays. Darth Vader, Scourge of the Galaxy, Slayer of Jedi. Now, he's being hounded by debt collectors. It starts small. A chirp on his private channel mid-hyperspace. He answers. Hi, this is the GRS, Galactic Recovery Solutions, calling about an overdue balance linked to your recent cybernetic rebuild. He crushes the communicator with one hand. 2 hours later, a new signal. Different frequency, same voice. This is your final reminder. We can work together to resolve this. Please press 1 to begin repayment. Press 2 to... He throws the whole panel out the airlock. They don't stop, though. Encrypted messages. Probes. A physical letter delivered via probe droid to his meditation chamber. The envelope reads, Urgent. Payment required to avoid asset repossession. Inside, a smiling cartoon stormtrooper holding a little clipboard. Then come the in-person visits. He's walking down a corridor on the Executor, alone. From the shadows, a woman in the same pink uniform. Somehow, they're everywhere. Just a reminder, Lord Vader, your breathing unit is rented. He force pushes her through a wall. The next day, she's back. Intact? Clipboard's still there. The Empire issues a freeze on all non-essential requisitions in his name. This means no new ship upgrades, no Bacta, 1 cape per fiscal quarter. He requests a new hyperdrive coil. He gets a denial slip with the note, Insufficient contract classification. Rebel fleets are easier to destroy than Imperial accounting. He gets ambushed on Mustafar. Not by Jedi, not by spies, by a collections agent in full breathing gear, holding a datapad, and reciting his debt total out loud in front of stormtroopers. And 6,291 credits for chest plate paneling, which is now 3 months past due. Shall we arrange repayment or begin seizure proceedings? The troopers stare. Vader stares. He ignites his lightsaber. The agent doesn't even flinch. That counts as verbal agreement to negotiate. He tried to crush the rebellion. Now he can't even get a refund. There's a difference between fear and humiliation. Vader was built on fear. Until now, he hadn't tasted the second one. He storms into the Emperor's private chambers. No summons, no preamble, just rage. His cape scrapes the floor like a warning. This is not power. That depends on who holds the ledger. Vader slams a datapad onto the floor. His most recent bill, 72 pages, triple stamped, final. You reduced me to a debtor, a contract, A line on a spreadsheet. I did not reduce you. I made you, and the galaxy charges for greatness. It's not a mistake. It's policy. The Emperor didn't just let this happen, he engineered it. Not to break Vader, to control him. Because fear fades. But debt lingers. And just like that, it's clear. Vader's not a partner. He's an asset, a tool, a weapon held together by contracts and life support. Both leased. He turns, silent, broken in a way the lava never managed. He tries ignoring them. He turns off his comms, reroutes his calls, uses old codes, tries changing his armor serial number. Nothing works. The collections find him, much like the Force finds Jedi. He visits a refinery, inspects the labor force. A child hands him a drawing. Vader surrounded by sparkles. He looks down at the corner. It's signed to Lord Vader from GRS Outreach, Debt Literacy Week. Even the rebels start to take notice. They stop fearing him and start taunting him. Hey, Vader, you want me to shoot you down and just send you a collections notice? He begins requesting missions on remote worlds, silent ones, no witnesses, no probes. But the Empire won't approve travel reimbursement until he pays off his breathing system lease. He gets grounded, literally. At some point, he tries applying for financial hardship deferment. The form is 47 pages. It asks for proof of income. He has none. Proof of housing. He has none and lives on a ship. Number of dependents. Listed as none, but he does consider a mouse droid his emotional support animal. His application is denied. Insufficient hardship demonstrated. Vader was once the most feared being in the galaxy. Now, he's a cautionary tale in the Empire's onboarding orientation. A slide shows his helmet with the caption, "Don't skip your employment paperwork." So, what happens when Darth Vader doesn't have health insurance? He survives, but not well. He wins battles, but can't authorize repairs. He leads fleets, but gets denied upgrades. His cape catches fire once during a skirmish. He files for replacement. The request bounces back. Accessory reimbursement not available for non-salaried personnel. He stares into space quite often now. Quiet. Still. Some say he's meditating, but he's not. He's calculating interest. And that's it for this episode of Canon Chaos, where even a Dark Lord can't outrun the fine print. We'll see you in the next episode, and until then, may the Force be with you, and may your deductibles be met.